Good morning, boys and girls. I have been so excited to read this book to you ever since it came in the mail. It is called Chicks and Salsa, and what a fun way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo this week. Chicks and Salsa kind of sounds like chips and salsa, which I love. I wonder if there's going to be any chips and salsa in this book. Well, here's the rooster, and it looks like he's talking to the hens. He's wearing a sombrero, which is a big hat that they wear in Mexico, and a very colorful poncho. Let's see what happens. Here's Mrs. Nut Thatcher, and she is the farmer's wife, and you can see she's sitting there enjoying a glass of lemonade in the sun, while the pig, like what he did, he stole her sandwich. It looks like it's going to be a funny story. There's the hens, and they're just laying in the hen house, being lazy, doing nothing. And the rooster's wondering what the heck is going on. Okay, let's find out. There were grumblings in the hen house of Nut Thatcher Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. Mrs. Nut Thatcher, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoon. The rooster was perched on a fence post outside the farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Salsa! Led by the rooster, the chickens crept into the garden where they took tomatoes and uprooted onions. All the things they needed to make salsa. That night, the chickens ate chips and salsa, though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips. The tasty tang of tomatoes and onions hung over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Olé!" Very soon, there were mumblings at the duck pond of Nut Thatcher Farm. Inspired by the chickens, the ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. That night, the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocado. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Olé!" Uh-oh. The next morning, there were rumblings in the pig pen of Nut Thatcher Farm. Overwhelmed by the enticing aromas, the pigs decided they were tired of slop. While the rooster distracted Farmer Nut Thatcher, the pigs plodded into the garden where they borrowed beans and chopped chilies. That night, the pigs ate nachos, though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce. The delightful deliciousness of cheese and chilies hung over the barnyard, and the pigs said, "Olé!" As everyone knows, when a passion of southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents collide in the barnyard, it can only lead to one thing. What do you think it could lead to? Fiesta, of course. The rooster got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada recipe. The horses decorated the barn. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance, though nobody was quite certain where the bull got the sombrero. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden. But all of their spicy southwestern supplies were gone. The scallions had been stolen, the peppers had been pilfered, and the limes had been lifted. I hear some alliteration in those sentences. But there were slurpings in the kitchen of Nut Thatcher Farm. Stirred by the succulent smells in the barnyard, Mrs. Nut Thatcher had decided to make tamales for the county fair. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Mrs. Nut Thatcher said, "Olé! Olé, 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 olé." They were doing a Mexican dance. Disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. But while the Nut Thatchers were at the fair, the rooster crept into the kitchen and borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the rooster ate crepes and white grapes in champagne sauce, though nobody was quite sure where the rooster learned how to read. A satisfied smile stretched across the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, "Ooh la la." That means really yummy in French. Chicks and salsa. Love this story. Hope you have a great day, and don't forget to take those little math quizzes, okay, that I have set up for you. See you soon.